All right. So I wanted to talk about a short video I wanted to make about anybody who has narcissistic parents that are getting up in age. Wanted to talk about whether or not you should see them. So maybe they're in bad health, or maybe they're just trying to get you. They're just trying to get you back. They just want to talk to you, trying to hoover you. But most importantly, if you should see your narcissistic parents one last time before they die, before they essentially die. Say they're on their deathbed. And I'm going to give you my opinions and thoughts on this, and I'm also going to let you know that this is also a very personal opinion. So don't in the end, you should do, this is a very personal choice, I should say. In the end, you should do what you want to do, but for me personally, I know that I'm not going to see them on their deathbed, and I'm not going to go to the funeral, because for a variety of reasons. So one is because I've tried numerous times to get them to change. I've tried numerous this is before I knew they were narcissists, of course. I had tried many times to repair the relationship with them. I had tried many times to get them to see that their abuse is wrong and get them to stop abusing me. I have tried to talk with them about it. I have done everything I personally could have done in my power to to repair the relationship. This is, of course, before I knew they were actual narcissists. But as you know, with narcissists, you can't have a relationship with them, because the relationship is always going to be one-sided. There's never going to be any compromises. There's never going to be any I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, because in the mind of a narcissist, it's you scratch my back and then you scratch it again until I don't have the itch anymore. So that's one of the reasons why. Just because I've done everything in my power to fix the relation, to have some kind of relationship, and it's impossible. Number two is I don't feel like there's anything else I can really say to them that I haven't already said. I've said how I feel to my mom, and I've said how I feel to my dad. I'm still not over the trauma. I'm getting over it, but I made peace with the fact that they're always going to be this way and they're never going to change. I made peace with that fact. I'm not asking anybody in my family how mom is or how my dad is. Because I don't care anymore. I've accepted that they're not going to change. They're always going to be like that, and it is what it is. And the third reason I'm not going to go is because what's going to happen is my extended family is going to be there, and do I really want to be around a bunch of people who, number one, don't really even care about my side of the story? Guys, number three is your extended family most likely doesn't care about your story. Okay, I don't know how many of your extended family has reached out to you in regards to the abuse you went through, in regards to the narcissistic abuse, but at least my extended family doesn't care. That's another reason, is because my extended family, I know they don't care. Not one of them has reached out and asked me what the problem was between my mom and my dad. Not one of them has asked for my side of the story. Not once. Not once since I left that house. Not once have they asked for my side of the story, or asked what went wrong with mom, with my mom and dad, why I went no contact. Not one of them asked. So that's the other reason. And I know also that they don't. I've seen it from my uncle. I've seen it from my cousins. They're very indifferent about situation. A lot of them are indifferent, and some of them are just taking my mind, or just have taken my mom's side in general, taken my parents' side in general, and they don't believe they've done anything wrong. So it's really a combination of just indifference and taking my parents' side in regards to this whole situation. And honestly, the indifference hurts a lot more, because once you go contact with your narcissistic parents, you really find out who really has your back in your extended family. You find out who actually cares and who doesn't care. And in my case, nobody really cared. Nobody asked me, the only thing they've really asked me, the only thing I've ever gotten really asked from is from my aunt, is, how have you talked to your mom and dad, or this, that. None of them, not one of them asked what went wrong. Not one of them asked what happened, why you cut them out. I had no idea. I'm sorry if I would have known. Nothing, guys, nothing. And you know what? I'm willing to bet that a lot of them do know what's wrong with them. I'm willing to bet a lot of them knew, and a lot of them do know deep down in their hearts that they are narcissists. But they just don't want to. It's easier to slide the problems under the rug than it is to face the fact that, maybe they did do all these things to me. And, it's easier to side with the narcissist, guys. It's easier. It's easier to side with the narcissist, continue having the family gatherings, and just pretend like none of this ever happened, sweep it under the rug. So, that's the third reason. That's the third reason I'm not going back. I'm not going to be there at their funeral. I'm not going to be at their deathbed. They're going to get no more contact from me. And the fourth and final reason is because I still need to grieve the parents that I never really had. The parents that I needed, the parents that I wanted, not only wanted, but I needed, and the parents that I never got. I just feel like I don't know if I'd be able to handle going to a funeral, or going to the hospital to see them. I'm one of them on their deathbed when that time comes, because the amount of just disappointment I feel daily from the fact that I'll never have the parents that I wanted to have, the parents that I needed, the parents who actually gave a shit, and just seeing them in such a state one more time, and knowing that they're never gonna be what I wanted them to be anyway. So what's the point? I'm never gonna get an apology out of them. It's never gonna happen. They're and if anything, going there and seeing them like that, it's only going to give them one more opportunity to get a shot at me, to get one more shot of abuse at me before they pass away. So it's like, to me, it's just, I don't see any point. As sad as it is, and as much as I don't really want to, as much as it's probably, I guess the right thing to do in the eyes of society, it just doesn't feel like it's the right thing for me to do. I don't feel like I have any reason to go back and break no contact. So those are my reasons. Anyway, this might be this is a very personal decision for you all. I know that. Some people, some of you may end up seeing your narcissistic parent on their deathbed, or even going to their funeral. And again, this is a very personal decision. I'm not saying whatever you do is right or wrong. In the end, I gave you my opinion, and now it's up for you to decide. So with that, I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, for watching my content, and continuing to support my channel. As always, it means the world to me. Leave a comment down below if you have any other video recommendations you would like me to do, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on this video. Leave a like if you like this video, and you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, something to think about. So take care.